In this video, what we're going to do is we're going to review conversions, and then we're going to go into a little bit of density. So let's look at some of the conversions. So if we have 225 milliliters, what we have to do to convert that is we start out and say, okay, 25 milliliters. And what I want to do is, again, put the unit I want to get rid of on the bottom of our parentheses here. So we want to get rid of milliliters, and we want to get to liters. Now we need to know the equivalences between milliliters and liters. And we know that 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to attach the number to the right unit. So 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters. So the milliliters divide out, and they leave us with 25 divided by 1,000, which comes out to be 0.0250 liters. Okay, now let's look at kilograms to milligrams. I don't know a quick conversion right to milligrams. So what I want to do is I want to take 2 steps in this process. I want to move from kilograms to grams, because we'll move to the base unit, and then move from grams to milligrams. So I start out 0.0253 kilograms, and what I want to do is get rid of kilograms. So we put that on the bottom, put grams on top. Again, our equivalence for this is 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. Now, the kilograms actually divide out at this point, and we're left with grams. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep moving on, get rid of my grams, go to my milligrams, and again, my equivalences between grams and milligrams is 1,000 milligrams is equal to 1 gram. And so then all we have to do is multiply those, take 0.0253 times 1,000 times 1,000, and then since 1 on the bottom, we're going to just simply end up with milligrams when we're done. We can do that on our calculator. Let's jump to the next one. Well, we have meters and we're going to inches. Again, this is a problem because I don't know a quick conversion to inches, but I do know that if I take it to centimeters, I can get to inches. So I start out and I go 4.253 meters. I want to get rid of meters, so meters on the bottom. Let's go to centimeters. Now the equivalence in this case is for every 1 meter there are 100 centimeters. Meters divide out, leave us with centimeters right now, and then we can convert centimeters into inches. And in this particular case, 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. So now if we want to calculate that, so if we pop up a calculator, we have, well, let's get our calculator, 4.253 times, and I'm going to do a control divide which puts it in ratio form. We are going to, this was in meters, and so I want to get rid of meters, so we're going to centimeters. 100 centimeters over 1 meter, and then the next parentheses would be times control divide, and I want 1 inch over 2.54, and press enter. Now remember, we have 4 significant digits, so we get 167.4 inches. So we come down here, 167.4 inches. All right, the last one here, we have a couple units that we have to convert, which makes the problem a little bit harder. So I'm going to start out and I'm going to say, okay, I got 7.71 kilometers for every 1 second. So what I need to do is, first of all, convert either seconds or kilometers. Seconds we can go right away, seconds to hours. So I go seconds and hours. Now if you think about it, for every 60 seconds we have a minute, and then for every 60 minutes we have an hour, which would equate to, for every 1 hour we get 3,600 seconds. Now, in the conversion between kilometers and meters, or miles, so we got to go kilometers to miles, and we have to look that one up very quickly and figure out what is how far that is. And so one of the nice things about the Inspire is if I want to figure that out, I put in 1 and I'm going to do an underscore. Oh, 1 underscore, control, and then the space bar. And I'm going to put in MI and see if it gives us miles or not. Okay? And notice it switches it right into kilometers for me. So I take a mile and it switches it into meters, which is actually 1.60 or 61 kilometers per mile. So we can go back here and say 1 mile is 1.61 kilometers. And what's going to happen is our seconds are going to divide out, which leaves us with hours on the bottom. Our kilometers divide out, which leaves us with miles on top. So you'd take 7.71 times 3,600. So if we bring that calculator back up, 7.71 times 3,600. And then we're going to have to divide by the 1.661. Press enter, and we get 17,200 miles per hour. So this is 17,200 miles per hour. And actually, that's the speed of the space shuttle, or International Space Station, as it revolves around the Earth. Okay, so there's examples of working some dimensional analysis, going from different units or unit analysis.